In this lecture, we'll explore how to create and apply custom watermarks for the images that we'll be working with. A watermark is a custom design or even just a text-based copyright that identifies you or your organization as the owner of an image. You can see a sample of a watermark in this illustration. Typically, a watermark will have the copyright symbol followed by the photographer's name or studio. To create a watermark, click Lightroom and then click Edit Watermarks. First, we need to set whether we want a text-based watermark or a graphic. We'll be starting with a text watermark, so make sure it's selected. Type the text in this input area here. With a text-based watermark, we can adjust a number of options under the Text Options panel. Go ahead and click this arrow to make sure you have it expanded. First, we can change the font face, the style, the alignment, and the color. When you're changing the color and working with the color palette, make sure you hold your left mouse button down and drag it along until you find the color you'd like to use. You can also select whether you want a shadow or not. If you want a shadow, make sure there's a check mark in this box. From there, we can adjust the opacity of the shadow, the offset of the shadow, the radius, and that controls how much of a blur the shadow has. And the trajectory of the shadow is controlled by the angle slider. So you can just go ahead and play around with those settings and see what each one does. Under the Watermark Effects panel, you can control the opacity of the entire watermark itself. So keep in mind that this checkered area would essentially be your image. Right now it's transparent because we're not applying this to any specific image. We will be later on. You can control the size of the watermark. You can also control the horizontal alignment, how far it is from the left, and vertical, how far out from the bottom. The anchor also controls placement. So if you want it positioned to the right, you can use the circles on the right side. And if you want it at the bottom left, use the bottom left circle on the left side. You can rotate it as well using these buttons here.